My name is Robin, English teacher for core languages, and today I'm standing in front of the old Charleston jail. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat meat or do you drink coffee? How about this question? Are you watching this video on your computer or are you watching this video on your phone? The answer to some of these questions will be yes, but the answer could also be no. And when you answer no to a question, you often have to negate the sentence that follows it. When negating a sentence in the English language, you have to be careful not to mix tenses or verbs. When negating a sentence in the English language, you have to be careful not to mix tenses and verbs. For example, it would be incorrect to say, "Do you drink coffee?" "No, I am not." Or, "Are you watching?" "No, I do not." In this video, I'm going to explain to you how to negate a basic English sentence so the next time someone asks you, you can formulate a perfect English sentence.
Negation. To negate sentences, we will first need to remember the conjugation of the verb to be and to do. Feel free to repeat after me. I am. You are. He, she, it is. We are. You are. And they are. I do. You do. He, she, it does. We do. You do. And they do. To negate the verb to be, we simply add the word not immediately behind it. I am not. You are not. He, she, it is not. We are not. You are not. And they are not. With the exception of I am not, the verb to be and the word not can be contracted. You are not becomes you aren't. He, she, it is not becomes he, she, it isn't. We are not becomes we aren't. You are not becomes you aren't. And they are not becomes they aren't. Note that you can also use the following contractions. I'm not, you're not, he's not, and we're not. To negate the verb to do, we do the same. We simply add the word not. I do not. You do not. He, she, it does not. We do not. You do not. And they do not. The verb to do can also be contracted. I do not becomes I don't. You do not becomes you don't. He, she, it does not becomes he, she, it doesn't. We do not becomes we don't. You do not becomes you don't. And they do not becomes they don't. To negate sentences that are not formed with the verb to be, we need to use to do, the word not, and a verb in the infinitive without to. The infinitive means that the verb has not been conjugated. The word order is subject, do or does not, and the infinitive verb, or the verb in its base form. For example, he does not drink. To add more information to the sentence, we could say, he does not drink coffee. We could also say, he doesn't drink coffee. Another example could be, I don't speak. To add more information to this sentence, we could say, I don't speak Spanish. I could also say, I do not speak Spanish. Let's look at the following picture. We could say that he knows the way. She does not know the way. We could also say, she doesn't know the way. To negate sentences that only use the verb to be, we do not use to do. We simply add not. Look at the following sentence. Big Ben is or is not in New York. Big Ben is in London, so we need to negate this sentence. Big Ben is not in New York. To negate sentences in the present continuous, we will use the verb to be conjugated based on the subject. We will use the word not and the present participle in the following order: subject, am, are, or is not, and then the present participle. For example, he is not working. I could also say, he is not working right now. Remember that we could also use a contraction. I could say, he isn't working right now, or he's not working right now. Another example would be, I am not reading. And I could add more information to the sentence and say, I am not reading now. The only way I could contract this sentence is, I'm not reading now. Look at the following pictures and sentences and choose the correctly conjugated or negated verb. For example, it rain a lot in London, or it rains a lot in London. Excellent. It rains a lot in London. And how about this sentence? It do not rain a lot in the desert, or it does not rain a lot in the desert. Very good. It does not rain a lot in the desert. I could also say, it doesn't rain a lot in the desert. Let's practice answering questions using negation. Is this a dog? No, this is not a dog. Or, no, this isn't a dog. Does he have a cat? No, he does not have a cat. Or, no, he doesn't have a cat. Do you drink coffee? No, I do not drink coffee. Or, no, I don't drink coffee.
As always, thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to negate a basic English sentence. If you have more questions, feel free to comment. And if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to reach out to us directly. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.